Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am TheChornick, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna talk about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and future Pokemon games. Kind of speculation here. I know I normally just talk about the anime, but this video, ladies and gentlemen, we're semi-talking about the anime, but we're integrating anime ideas into the games. And today, we're gonna talk about companions, followers. You know, kind of how, like, Skyrim and Fallout, for example. You know, you meet these friends, and they follow you around, they help you in battles, and blah, 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 right? So, if Pokemon really wants to be a great RPG, a great open-world game, it could even integrate companions. Now, in Sun and Moon, they had something close to this with Lillie, right? She was in the picture a lot, she would heal your Pokemon, she would just kind of be protected either by you or by someone else. But she was occasionally just throughout your journey at different stops, right? But she wasn't exactly following you. She wasn't like just like everywhere you stepped, she like stepped also. So basically, I think that should be integrated into Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon or a future Pokemon game. If they end up also going like maybe a Pokken style with the whole fighting, the way you fight, because I would love for them to get out of this move-based system and go into a new system. If they're really going to revamp Pokemon, which a lot of people are speculating about, I really think that they should go into just the fact, just be able to control the Pokemon completely. Its movements, being able to attack, maybe these certain attacks have cooldowns, maybe, you know, you could just spam attacks, I don't know, but like, you could switch them up, you could maybe only have a couple different moves, and for different buttons, and the different buttons that you have on your DS or controller for the Switch or whatever, you can only use up so many moves, right? So perhaps this could add even more combinations and stuff. I just really see a lot of potential in that. But that's obviously one of the major things I think and hope that Pokemon eventually does. Because to me, I go through Pokemon a game just once. Like, I'll play through it and then I'm done with it. It has very little replay value for me specifically, so that's why I feel like if it has that feeling of you get to control this Pokemon, do all this stuff with it, and you know, that doesn't just stop there, but you could do it with other Pokemon, and you can just like learn about different teams and control all these different Pokemon, and it's just never ending, you know, movements and fun and what to do with them and how big they are, and like that will take into account, you know, how much they can dodge and how powerful and blah blah blah. Just all that stuff is great. But we're gonna go back to companions, right? So if Pokemon really wants to make their game even more spectacular, Ultra Sun and Moon, because right now Ultra Sun and Moon is kind of lacking in my opinion, in like, I just don't want it to be an Emerald, you know, where Emerald was just, okay, yeah, great, some extra little updates, some new little place you can go to, some Battle Frontier, but that was about it, right? Same thing with Black and White too, it's just, yeah, a little bit alternate storyline, but essentially it's the same game, same world, whatever, right? Same Pokemon. And that's what it looks like Ultra Sun and Moon is going to become. And I just don't want to pay $40 for the same game, plus a couple updates, you know what I'm saying? So if they really want to revamp their series, and maybe not just in Ultra Sun and Moon, but in the future, they should have it be like not move based, you know, have it more be like current. I don't even know what the term is for that kind of fighting and that kind of game, but just, yeah, like kind of like a fighting game with like Pokken style, because you're in that kind of arena and you're fighting each other. Like that legitly looks like an anime style game. As well as I also want to see companions, right? I want to see companions that you can befriend, that you will grow bonds with, that you can get missions from, the more closer and closer you get to them. So for example, Mallow, Lillie, Lana, Sophocles, there's a huge amount of characters that could potentially be your friends and companions that could follow you around, maybe help you in battles. If you have a companion with you, all of your battles will be double battles, or perhaps maybe your companion will offer you to help you in maybe some sort of double battle way, or you could, you know, and you can decline it, or perhaps maybe if you didn't, you know, you didn't have a companion with you, it would just be all single battles, right? So And with that also, I also believe that these companions should have perks, kind of like how Fallout has and Skyrim has and everything, and like Bethesda games, and a lot of open worlds where you have perks for having certain characters be with you. Not only do they fight with you, but they could do something helpful for you. So each one is different. So maybe Mallow will make you a special meal, right? And that will help, you know, heal your Pokemon or their status condition or something. Whereas maybe if you're traveling with Lillie, occasionally every once in a while, you will get a discount on some items at the market or the Pokemart or some fashion items or something. Whereas, you know, like every day or so, maybe once a day, Mallow will give you, you know, a meal that will heal your Pokemon. You know, Lana might give you some sort of item, just maybe items she picks off the ground or something, and so maybe Sophocles could do that. You know, they could all be different. So with that perk kind of system, and maybe those perks improve the closer you get to them, but perhaps maybe you could only master a friendship, you know, become best friends with somebody, while the other friends are just kind of, you know, normal friends and stuff. But maybe you could be best friends with all of them and max out the perks for all those characters, and for, you know, what they will do for you and how, you know, close they grow with you and what quests that they come along with. Just some RPG, open world, great ideas for Pokemon to expand upon and learn. But I don't think they're going to implement something, like in Skyrim, I don't think they're going to implement some marriage system. I mean, if they did that, I'd be like marrying Mallow right away. I'll be like, I'm going to go get Mallow. But no, I don't think they're going to do that because of, like, just the age. We don't really know Mallow, Lily's, and Lana's, and Sophocles, and Kiawe's age. I mean, it's all between, like, 11 and 19 years old. The game doesn't, Pokemon Company didn't come out right and say, hey, this is what their age is, but we assume that they're around the age of 11, right? So I don't think there's gonna be marriage in it, even though there is some dialogue that suggests such, or suggests like maybe relationships. That's very potential though. I don't think you could get married to a character, but perhaps maybe you could have one of them, like Lillie or whatever, be your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Have, like, you know, maybe there's more characters. Maybe they add more characters in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and maybe games from now on will have a whole set of followers that you could potentially have. But with that being said, yeah, I mean, that would be very interesting. I mean, you could have, like, best friend, all of them be best friends, but you can only be, like, yeah, like a girlfriend or boyfriend to one of them, right? So that's very potential. I mean, the dialogue in that Festival Plaza, it kind of suggests that Pokemon is willing to, you know, put, you know, they realize that there's an adult audience out there and stuff, and that there's a lot of, like, adults and teenagers that play their games, and perhaps maybe you could insert what your age is, instead of it always just being 10-year-old, maybe you could actually insert at the beginning of the game what your age is. Maybe your character won't always be a kid, maybe they'll be older, maybe they upscale the age of the other followers, you know? I don't know, but it's possible, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think the marriage thing would be in there. I don't think you would have kids or anything like that. I don't think it's going to be that drastic, but who knows? I mean, definitely not in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but maybe eventually down the future, maybe. But those are just some ideas about how Pokemon really could improve and how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon really should be. Maybe they could just at least have these characters follow you around and, you know, just help you with battles and maybe give you a few perks. And you grow and bonds with them, and maybe have some quest lines to do with them once you grow and stronger with these characters. And I think that just makes the game overall just feel a lot better, feel like there's a lot more to do than just battling and, you know, contests or performances or whatever that there is in the game, right? So with that being said, now you actually are helping certain people and their quest lines and their stories, and it's just expansive. So ladies and gentlemen, you post that stuff down in the comment section below. You post your thoughts and feelings about this in the comment section below. I want to know what your thoughts are about this. If you have any ideas for what's going to go on, for what you like to see, would you like to see? I don't think marriage is going to happen. I'm just really stretching it there, but just general stuff. So what in the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that you think would really kind of push the boundaries, but would make it better? Post that in the comment section below. I'd really like to see your thoughts and feelings. Maybe I could put it in another video if I really like your ideas and stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I love your faces. Make sure you touch that subscribe button. Touch it right now. Just touch it. And touch the bell icon as well if you have not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I love your faces. Also follow me on Twitter. And once again, I'm going to tell you I love you. I'm going to love your faces. But peace off! Thank you very much.